Hey y'all, welcome back to Practical Therapy. First off, I want to apologize for the poor quality of the intro video yesterday. I am learning, this is all new to me, and I learned the other day that laptops are not the place to do recording. I guess the camera quality is not as good. And so I got a phone now, and I'm going to be recording live on a phone, which hopefully the quality will be better. But really, the truth of the matter is this isn't about what it looks like. This is about, the content. That's, what really matters to me, and what I hope you guys all get out of it is that this is really just about information, a lot of psychoeducational stuff to help out with parenting and marriage and kids and yourself as an individual. So yesterday was my intro video. Check it out if you haven't. Hopefully it gave you a good idea of what I'm hoping this channel and this page will turn out to be. But today we get into content, which I'm very excited about, obviously. This is the stuff I'm passionate about. Today's content is actually going to be kind of along the categories of parenting. Mainly because this is something I talk about every day at work. Every day at work, I mention this to some of the parents that I'm working with, and I mention this to just even friends. Obviously, not doing therapy with friends because that's a big no-no. But just this is a big piece of what I think is important in parenting, and so I'm going to talk about it today. It's called connecting while correcting. And it really goes back to the main idea of the bond and how important the bond is. The parent-child bond across the board, research, Erikson's stages of development, trust versus mistrust is the most important thing. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like developing a sense of belonging and safety is extremely important. So across the board in research and psychology, it is without a doubt the parent-child bond is extremely significant and important and has a very strong impact on a child's development, their emotional well-being, and their behavior. So essentially this goes to the idea of using the bond and the relationship as the avenue to which you're going to use to correct. I think we all know that it's easier to take advice and easier to hear from somebody that we think knows us and loves us and cares about us. So I'm going to be way more likely to take advice from my best friend than I am going to be to take advice from someone who literally just met me yesterday and is telling me I'm doing everything wrong. Yes, you should be open-minded to everyone, but it is way easier to hear from someone that we feel safe with. So I'm going to give a couple examples of what connecting while correcting looks like. It's gonna look like validating the feelings of the person. So you're not gonna be minimizing what's going inside. You're gonna actually, especially because it's kids, you're gonna be helping them label those emotions, and you're gonna be helping them label those feelings, and then you're gonna be validating the feelings and the emotions, because honestly, you can't control how somebody else feels, and a lot of times if you want them to move through it, you have to support them in it to get them through it. So say, for example, little Johnny is at the park and he is running to the swing because he is really excited to go swinging. But, a kid jumps in the swing and gets in the swing in front of him. The kid's not trying to be malicious. The kid didn't know Johnny wanted to get on the swing, and Johnny is upset. Okay, this is the whole reason why he has to go to the park to go swinging. He's ready to go to swings, and another kid gets on the swing. So he is upset. He is angry. And what is he going to go do? He's going to go up to that kid, and he's going to grab her by her pretty dress and throw her off the swing. And he's going to say, "It's my turn." And he's going to hop on, and he's going to swing. Now, most mothers would probably be a little mortified in this situation and be like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe my kid just did this." And even as an individual, you're going to be having a lot of emotions coming up. Either feeling bad for your kid, feeling guilty about what your kid did, or being embarrassed because all the other moms are looking at you like, "What? You don't know what you're doing." And so with all those emotions inside of you, you also might be very likely to go over there and be like, "Johnny, that is not okay. We don't do that," or "Give the swing back," or you might be more likely to just correct and absolutely not think about connecting. So what you want to do is first, of course, make sure the little girl's okay, and then let her have the swing and say, "Johnny, you're going to come over here for a moment with mommy." And this is where the connecting is going to happen. You're going to say, hey, Johnny, I know you were so excited to get on that swing. Are you feeling sad or are you feeling mad? Kind of help him talk. And he's like, yeah, it was my turn, or I wanted it, and she's mean and she took it from me. Help him go through those emotions, okay? Don't address the behavior first. Help him go through those emotions. Help him to be able to hear that you understand he's angry and that his expectations were let down and that he's sad and that he feels like she was mean. And you can say, I don't think she saw you, but if you feel like she was mean, you don't need to, this kid's 3, so you don't need to do too much there. Just kind of validating those feelings, of validating those emotions and saying, I would be really sad too. That would make me really sad too. Hugging, kids' physical touch is really important. Hugging, rubbing the back, rubbing the tummy, holding hands, giving kisses, whatever, as you're having these conversations, giving that physical touch as well as that verbal affirmation and confirming those and validating those emotions inside. Once the kids come down a little bit from his escalation, he's not quite as escalated and upset, that's when you're going to do the correcting piece. That's when you're going to say something to the effect of, hey, Trevin, 1 second. That's my neighbor. He wants to talk. I would then do the connecting piece of the feelings are okay. What you're feeling and what you're going through is absolutely normal, and that's not bad. The way you're feeling is not bad, but what we did was not kind. What you did was not kind, and we can't treat people like that. What's something that we could have done instead? What's something that you could have done instead? So maybe mommy could have helped you, or you could have used your words with the little girl, and then help him walk through what he could have done differently. So you really want to focus on what should have been done and what can be done more than what should not have been done. So really focus more on what you want to see rather than overly focusing on what you don't want to see. But above all, make sure that the kid doesn't feel bad for the way that they felt. This is going to make them so much more open to hearing what you want them to do next time and hearing what they shouldn't do and being open to hearing that lesson. And then, create a plan for how you can help him and find a solution. Like, let's go ask her for, a turn, or let's go talk to her mommy about having a turn. And then you help him walk through finding the right solution. Truth be told, this is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Barking orders at our kids are so much easier. Don't do that. Don't touch that. That wasn't nice. Wait your turn. And as parents, we've all been there where we bark our corrections and our commands and our orders at our kids, where no one's perfect, but striving to make sure we're at least connecting while we're trying to correct. It's huge. It's huge, and it's gonna make your kids so much more safe and secure in who they are as a person, and it's going to make them feel understood and loved by their mommy or daddy, whoever you are, auntie, uncle, whoever you are, babysitter. It's going to make them feel understood by you, and they're going to be so much more open to hearing what you have to say. So you'll hear me refer to this connecting while correcting a lot, but it's going to be something that I'm probably going to mention in general often while I'm talking about kids and working with kids, because the bond is so fundamental. It's at the start and the foundation of everything that you're doing with your kids. You're going to hear me refer back to connecting while correcting a lot, but this is kind of the main idea of what it is. So that's all I got for today. I got to get off to a wedding, so this video is not too long. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'm going to try and do another live video tomorrow. I got a couple ideas running through my mind. I kind of want to talk maybe about addressing anxiety or talking about finances a little. So we'll see. I'll figure out which one I want to do, and I'll do that tomorrow. If you want to follow me on my page, you can follow me on Practical Therapy. But since I'm doing all my videos live, that's a little different than a lot of pages. So you're actually going to have to go to, I don't know if you can see it, the follow page here, and then you have to click on follow, and then you have to hit edit notifications, and then you have to hit notified for all live posts. Otherwise, you're just not going to get notified when these pop up, and they're only going to notify you after the videos popped up, which is okay, no problem. But if you want to be catching them live, you got to go into your notifications and edit it that way. Also, you can catch me on YouTube. I'll be downloading this video onto YouTube in about 5 to 10 minutes, so follow my channel there. Thank you so much for giving me your time of day and tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.